everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Bearing It All. My name is Ugochi, and I'm excited to be your host. Today I have with me as my guest the most beautiful, gorgeous Fumi. Hello, sis.
Hi.
Good to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
I know. If I had said anything more than what I said already, you would say, Ugochi, you know what? Let's do this some other time. But I'm so happy to have you on the show. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, so there's water for you just in case if you want to drink something. Okay, let's get right into it. Tell us a little about yourself.
Oh, yeah, my name is Fumi Adejiwa. I'm married. I live here in Aberdeen. I'm blessed with two beautiful children. What else again? That's me.
Good. Oh.
In a nutshell, that's me. I'm a simple girl.
Are you? Okay. I will go with
Quote
that.
and unquote.
I will go with that. Okay, tell us, what do you do?
I'm a chef and a caterer. I cater for events, big or small. I am passionate about food. I love food. I'm a foodie.
Oh my
Food
God.
lover, so yeah.
Can you tell us what your business is called?
Oh yeah, my business it's called FHA Catering, based here in Aberdeen.
Okay. So have you always wanted to be in the food business?
Not really. To be honest, I'll say no. But let me put it this way. I'll say it's in the blood.
Okay.
My grandma was she had let's not call it a restaurant, we'll call it a canteen, or cafeteria or something like that. Yeah. So she ran that throughout her life. She was a fantastic cook. She ran the restaurant and the canteen. She stopped calling it a restaurant because it wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't a restaurant, but she had restaurants around a shop.
Okay.
And the big restaurants would come to her shop to buy her food.
Wow.
To resell. To their customers, she was that good. I have an uncle that's in the line of business as well. My mom, at some point in her life, she dabbled into food.
Okay.
While running a beauty salon. So it's I'm just
everyone
following
practically cooks.
Yeah, I'm just following in their footsteps basically.
Good. Okay. So you enjoy doing business, the food business. Have there been challenges in this line of business?
Definitely, like any other business.
Do you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, sure. It can be one of my own challenge. Well, one of the challenges I've faced is the time. It's time consuming, even though it's flexible. But then it's very time consuming and it can be very exhausting. You can be on your feet for hours, longer hours. It has its ups and downs. Sometimes it's quiet and you're begging, come on, not even a bowl of jollof rice, people, order, And there will be times when everybody just wants a piece of you. Oh, can I have this? Can I have that? There were, like this weekend I had 7 items to cook, different things to cook. Wow. I was on my feet for so long. I was begging God, please, another pair would do, But yeah, that's the main challenge I have in this line.
So how do you deal with it?
Well, you plan. You have to be very well organized. You plan ahead. Meal prep is your best friend. You have to get your ingredients well ahead of time. Pre-cook some things down. That way you won't be, too stretched on the day that you want to make the deliveries. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Just before I ask you, my next question. So how do people come to you? How do people come to you? You're in the food business, and I believe there are so many other people who cook in Aberdeen. So how do people come to you? How do they know that, you cook and, all about that?
You can find me on social media, all social media platform. I'm on Twitter, I think. Well, yeah. Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, if you have my number, well, my number is everywhere. You can find my number there. Yeah, basically,
But
I'm on social media.
I know we're in the social media era, you know. But how about people who are not on social media?
Ooh, I have a website.
Okay.
www.everydaykitchen.com.
Okay.
It's my website.
Okay.
So you can order via the website, or you can call me.
Okay, on your number.
On my number, yeah.
Okay. So I'm just thinking, has there been times where people meet you and say, oh, someone actually said you cook?
Oh, well, that's a very funny question. 1 million times. It's funny. People don't know me, but they know
That
my
you
food.
cook. Oh, they know your food.
They know my food. So I'll be in a conversation of people will be talking about my food while I, in my band. They'll be like, oh, we had a lady. There's one jollof rice. We had a jollof rice. They said the jollof rice was good. Blah blah blah. I'm just using jollof rice as an example. Blah 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 blah. Oh, one lady fooled me. And I'll be like, yeah.
And you will be there.
You are the one? Yes, I cook. Really? Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you're the one. So usually people will talk about my food which is a good thing, actually, because there's really nothing. I prefer it that way. Talk about my food than myself, which is fine.
Okay, Fumi, so you talked about, two of the challenges that, you go through in this line of business. You were talking about time, the hours that you put in this whole thing, standing on your feet, and then some days, it's quiet, people don't, order anything, and, that can be challenging as well, especially if it's, your business. What are other challenges that you face in this line of business?
I'll say people. Dealing with people can be a very tricky thing. It's you have to be, your customer service has to be on point. You have to be able to go beyond and above for your customers, the people that buy from you, the people that support you and all that. So, but there will be some people, starting the business, it was something I started. I was cooking for free, oh, a friend is doing a naming ceremony or child education or a small birthday house party. Oh, Fumi, would you make me a tray of rice? The business actually started from there. So, of course, eventually, I can monetize this. I can register this as a business and just, go into this and just, take it to the next level. And there comes the challenge, because you've been doing it for free for so long. Now you want to start charging. It's difficult to move from, oh, I'll just bring the ingredients, will you just help me cook? I'll just give you 20 pounds for your bills, for your electricity and gas, to, oh no, don't worry, you don't have to do all that, just give me so amounts, I'll bring the food. People were like, no, friends, no, can you not just do it for free, or you're too expensive, I can get it cheaper, things like that. It can be discouraging. It's like people don't believe in you, even though if you do the same thing for free, they'll be like, oh wow, this is fantastic, that is the day. But when you're charging, it's a different thing. It's a different story entirely. So that alone is it's one of the challenges, but we're pulling through.
I think dealing with people, it doesn't matter the business, it can be very very challenging, but definitely. Like you said, you're pulling through, which is the amazing part of it. And I didn't even know that there were times you did the cooking thing for free.
Oh yeah, most married women in our group, in the community, did it. Somebody just they just gave birth to whatever, and then we'll just come together. Oh, you do the kitchen, the chicken, I'll do the rice, you will bring whatever plates, and all. Everybody will just come together. But there were a few of us that were doing it, really constantly doing it, because of course we were good at it and all that. So eventually, we were all growing together. Okay, and the community was growing. A lot of people were giving back. There was birthdays, weddings, and all that. So of course, the business was established. And then of course it became A different story, like I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. So, but do you still do, do that, like apart from, I know that you cook for your, as a business. Do you still, oh, my friend is getting married,
I still, of course. Yes, I still.
Because I think that's amazing thing to
I
do.
will definitely. If I see anybody that is struggling, oh, I don't want to, we can't afford this. That's what friends are for, family, or definitely we'll come together. What do you need? Whatever. Let's just make do with what you have. You can do something. Yeah, I'm always willing to help.
Yeah, that's good. And I think it's okay to say we should, even though it's okay for you to do this, for free, people should also understand that, okay, this is my business.
Yeah.
I do this for a living. I cook for a living, and I should be able to make money from it. So I think, it's okay to find the balance.
I think it's like a sense of entitlement. Because you're my friend, I expect you to cook for free. No, it doesn't work like that. I'm not saying all my friends are like that. Definitely not. So they know I like money, so they're always giving me the coins. But but once in a while, I'm like, oh, what do you have in your fridge? I feel like I don't feel like eating my soup. Can I just have a bowl of this? Oh, yeah, we can do that. That's, like I said, that's not a big deal. But we need to respect each other's businesses.
Yeah.
If I say this is my business, it is my business. If you want something, at least show me the respect. Like, okay, I know this is your business, but please, I always tell people that every time, rather than go behind my back and saying, oh, I can't believe she's charging that. Oh, why? Things like that. Why not just call me and say, Fumi, I don't have money, and I like to have this. Fumi, this is what I have. Please help me. That's a different thing. This is my meat pie is £2. That's an advert right there.
Yes, and I love that.
Oh, Fumi, I want meat pie so bad. I don't have £2. Please give me 2 for £3. It's I don't feel cheated. I don't feel disrespected. I don't feel why she doesn't just gladly I might even give it out for free if okay you feel like okay you can have meat pie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that advert, by the way.
It's a free advert. I've got to chip it in.
Yes. Okay, so to the next question, is there anything you wish you knew before going into this business that you would would have loved to change, or something that you now know that you're thinking, oh, if I had known this before I started, maybe it would have worked well? Are there things like that?
I don't think I'll change anything in what I do or what I've learned so far. Because it's a process, and you have to trust the process. Everything I've learned, I'm making use of it right now in my business and all that. But one thing I wish I would have done different before, I would have preferred to base my client base on people that are not familiar with my food, with my culture, because still feel. In your own community, people you don't get enough support. People don't, because everybody can cook. For example, everybody can cook. We all cook in our respected, in our kitchens and all that. We can cook. So we feel, oh, is it not just jollof rice?
Yes, yeah.
You just had rice and tomato puree and all that. Voila, it's ready. But even though when they eat your rice, they're like, what did you do? There's something different about this and all that. They do like what you're giving to them. And I'm referring to our community here, I don't want to use the word color, but your own immediate group, friends, around the people around you that you feel, oh, they will give me, they will support me, they will, I didn't feel like I got enough support. But whereas I've seen people from other cultures, other background, you will just fry them plantain and they will lose their mind. Like, what? like, it's only platinum. Calm down. What is this? And oh, can I, and then the support you get, it's mind blowing compared to where you're coming from. It's so I would have preferred to just take my product, what everybody, my rice, my puff puff, my Nigerian meat pie, out there to a different community where it will be more appreciated, more valued. Let me just put it that way.
So are you saying that one of the things that you've come to understand being in this line of business is you can see that support from your own? Okay.
Well, maybe I have too much expectation back then.
But I think it's okay to have that support. So I think it's okay to have that support. Okay. So from your experience, because how long have you been in the food business? Well, professionally, how long?
Professionally, it will be, let me say, since when we registered the company, because I had the company before FHA Kitchen, so I'll say since 2010.
Okay, so that's about 10 years now.
Officially.
So from your 10 years experience, officially, like you said,
a whole decade.
And that's a long time,
It is.
Stand on your feet, cook. I didn't tell you, I love cooking myself.
I know you do.
Yeah, I love cooking, and I know what you mean. It takes time, and for me, when I start, because I love to cook at once and clean up, so I do a lot, when I just say I'm cooking. So, but from your 10 years of, having to cook for other people, for parties, big, small, what will you say to someone who is looking to get into the food business, or someone who is already in the business but struggling?
If you're looking to start a food business, make sure it's what you really, really, really want to do. And let money not be your motivation, like some people that I know. Money cannot be your motivation. Like I said, I started doing it for free. And then I realized, oh, I love doing this. I love when people come together and they eat. I'm like, oh, this is so nice. The joy, food brings people together all the time. People don't, well, except if they don't have enough, then they will fight. But if there's enough food, there is joy. People will be happy. I love that. I love saying that. So make sure it's something you really want to do. Money should not be your motivation, because, like I said, there will be ups and downs. There will be days where, maybe weeks even, you won't be able to sell anything, that nobody's knocking on your door for anything, and there will be days where you'll be very, very busy. So if money is your motivation, you will easily give up when it's very, very quiet, and it can be very, very quiet. I know. I've been there. So, but when it's busy, of course you're happy, you're busy, but then you'll be crying for, but it's all worth it in the end. Make sure you really, really want to do it, because it's fun. I won't have it any other way. So don't focus on money. Money will come at the end of the day. Once you're in it, the more you put in it, the more you will get out of it.
Just be passionate. Make sure that this is what you love to do. And so the days that it's quiet, the days that it's quiet, how do you deal with those days?
You keep pushing. You keep pushing. Send a text message to you. Oh, do you want something different on your table tonight? Like I always say on my post, have something different. What did you eat last night? Do you know I could make it better? Just catch up with your customers. Post videos on all social medias. Basically, that's all I do. You just keep pushing and keep hoping something will come up.
For me, just before you rush off, I was going to ask. You said so. You cook, food that a lot of people, your people, can cook as well. So how do you stay on top of things? How do you stay, relevant? How do you bring, fresh things, in this line of business? How do you make it fresh?
I'm open-minded to some extent. I'm still learning. I would say I'm the best cook out there. I know my food is well appreciated. It's welcomed mostly. So I'll say, I'm open-minded. I'm willing to learn different things. I have a friend that I've learned a lot from her, even though she doesn't know it.
Yeah.
She'll tell me, don't do that. I'll give you an example. When I'm boiling my meat, I put a lot of water. That's how I was brought up. Like for example, I'm boiling meat. I'll just add everything, put water. And then one day she was like, no, you let it sweat. Let it sweat so that the ingredients can go in the meat. And then if you want more water, then you add water to it. And I started doing that. I'm sure she doesn't know she taught me that. But I got that from her. You know, she cooks as well, so we always bounce ideas off one another. So I'm open-minded. I'm willing to learn new things. And one thing I noticed, if you and I are cooking the same thing with the same ingredients, the same time and everything, it will come out different. I don't know how. I don't know why. I think there's God factor in there. I don't know. Because it doesn't make sense. Yeah. You're using the same thing, the same quantity, the same, everything, ingredients, everything is the same, but yours will taste different, mine will taste different. Yeah. They might be similar, but there will be something different about, I don't know. Like I said, it has to be God. So,
and that's why you are you.
I'm blessed.
And, the other person is the other person.
Hashtag blessed.
Yes, you are blessed indeed. And thank you so much for coming on the show.
For making me sweat.
No, you're just, you're telling your story. And to be honest with you, I didn't bring you here to make you sweat. I'm sorry.
Just joking.
Yeah. But thank you so much for coming. Do you have any last thing to say? Anything you want to drop, to anybody listening, especially someone who is already in business? It might not be, it might not necessarily be food business, any business at all that is struggling, is there anything you want to drop?
Just hanging in there and keep pushing. Your time will come.
Yeah, you heard it. You heard it from Fumi. Just hang in there, your time would definitely come. So Fumi, before you rush off, we have a little gift for you, just to say thank you. When you open it, you will find out.
I want food. I want to be cooked for.
Don't worry, I will cook for you.
Yay! Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much.
Really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for watching. You heard it all from Fumi. Don't worry, your time will come. Thank you and see you very soon. Bye for now. Bye.